Hello, everyone. How how is everyone doing today? Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. To all of you. I am alone for Valentine's Day, and that's okay. Um, I could have been with my sister, but I thought no, because it's the COVID, and I'd love to see her, but I don't have a car and I gotta take a Uber, and I just decided no. just no. No. Hi Misha. Hi Nubian Queen. How are you? So with all that being said, I don't care. I don't care. I care whether or not I live. And let me tell you something. I spoke to her today. And I'm in tears at her personal growth. Like, you guys don't even know it. She is growing so, like, you guys don't even understand what's happening. She is taking on some responsibilities, and so she washes the dishes now in the house, and she helps take care of one of the other clients in the house. She is amazing. She's at peace. When I look at her face is at peace. Like, for 5 years, I struggled with her. And she's been in this house for 2 years. And with the right loving care and the right attention and the right discipline and the right type of, like, investing in drama or not with her, and the right people that just understand her. One of the things that I insisted upon, I said she needs to be around Black folks. Not a little bit. Everybody needs to be Black. Whew. When I got that wish granted, it just makes a big difference in caregivers who are not of your color to understand people of your color. Now, that might sound racist, but it's not. My sister is 63 years old. She's coming from an era where some other cultures might look at my sister poorly. And I picked up on it. And I said, okay, this is a race problem here. This isn't just Tony. This is, I don't need to care for you because the system doesn't care for you. You get what I'm trying to say? And I'm the only one caring for her, laying everybody out, cussing everybody out, cussing doctors out, telling a nurse, back off my sister, telling another manager, she can't give my sister no meds, period. I mean, if Tony was hell, I was worse than hell. Let me tell you something. The one thing I'm proud of is how I handled my sister. It's beautiful. And there's no record of everything that I've been through. There's some record on Periscope, but Periscope's beginning to die now. So maybe I should go back and find all those videos. But even then, you didn't see the problem. You would just see us driving in a car. But it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was hell. It was a lot. And to see her today, like, taking responsibility, like doing the dishes now and taking care of one of the other, I like to call them all kids. They're all grown ass women. Taking care of one of the kids in the household. That's my girl, Tony. That is my girl. I love her. And I love what God has shown me in her. And 7 years ago, not one of you could have put up with the crap that I put up with when my sister, listen, what I went through, I don't know how I made it. And I'm not bragging. I'm telling you, it was hell. It was hell. I mean, listen to me. I only wound up on my own because my sister wound up in a fetal position in the hospital. That's the only reason why I wound up in business for myself. And in the 7 years, thank God I wound up into business for myself, because you have no idea how many times I kept going to the nursing care facilities that she was at, laying everybody out. Like, what's happening? Tell me the truth. And then making like a point of trying to figure out, like, was she wrong? Was the staff wrong? Oh, it was a nightmare. But today, she's a beautiful, beautiful soul. Always has been, but you can't always see it. I love my sister Tony. My YouTube channel is literally called My Sister Tony. I created my YouTube channel for her so I could document, and it never really happened. But my YouTube channel is called My Sister Tony, or My Sister Tonya, either one. All right, guys. And YouTube doesn't let you change the name once you create it. So I just didn't want to create a whole business name. I figured, she gave me such good luck in the beginning. Why would I, nice dedication. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Why would I change it? Like, she's always given me good luck. So, all right. Before we get started, welcome Amazon. Thank you for being with us. I pray and hope that Amazon's union works for both parties. Let's just be honest here. On top of that, Amazon, I've got some Britney Spears candles here. And this is my finished Britney Spears candle. And let me tell you something. Look how clear it is. Look how clear it is, Amazon. Free Britney. Hashtag Free Britney. Love for her. Free Britney, free Britney, free Britney. Look, guys. Look how clear that is. Oh, what did I write in red? Let me see. Oh, may it be good and correct for all. I like to always say that whenever I light a candle. This is for the Free Britney movement. So the next event will be in March. I don't have my calendar in front of me. The next event will be in March, like March. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Please join. Can I tell you something, guys? Please do something outside of yourselves. Oh, let me see if it's this calendar. And help me help Britney. No, not this. Help me help Britney. Oh, here it is. I'll tell you guys exactly. The next event will be March. So I want you prepared, right? So it will be March. Let's see what time. The moon will be in Aries at 3:44 p.m. The moon is in Pisces on the 12th. 12th. It's in Aries on the 13th. So I would prefer it under the Aries moon, not the Pisces moon, because she needs to fight and speak up for herself. So March 13th is the next event to get a candle, right? Right? Hashtag free Britney, because this is for the movement. Oh, remember I showed you guys I had a cross inside for her to protect her. There's the cross. Let me see if I can turn it right side up. There you go. There's the cross. I put a cross inside to give her some protection. March 13th, get a candle, preferably pink. Preferably pink. If you can't find pink, then white or red. This one was my this was my red one. Look how clear that burnt down. That's really good, Brittany. You're doing a good job. This is a good sign when you light a candle and it comes out this clear. This is a good sign that she will eventually win her case. Okay, so join me. I know you all got your own problems. Sometimes when you push out for others, especially if you can't help out in the homeless, especially if you can't feed the homeless, you know, you could light a candle for somebody else. Okay, and it doesn't have to be big. I'll point out all the types of candles, but for the most part, let's do this for Brittany, right, Miss Sheena? It didn't. How clean is that? Hi, the French period. Happy Valentine's Day. So, my name is, I got to say this for Amazon. My name is TraceyBrownlive.com. I do readings on celebrities, right? And I've been doing readings for 4 years on Trumpish stuff, right? Let me tell you something. Pull these underwears up. I'm not a professional. I like to have fun on TV. Let me tell you something. There's not a video about Trump that did not come true. Now, Amazon, you're going to have to go back and find these videos. Most of them say Trump on it. Let me tell you something. These videos are accurate. Spirit never lies. Spirit never lies. I don't know, hood celebrity. I want you all to tell Brittany that if she wants us to do this for her to wear pink on Instagram. So I haven't checked yet. Somebody will tell me. I know one thing, the Free Britney movement, they're wearing pink. So somebody's watching these videos. I'm so excited. Let's get back to Trump. What is around after the impeachment? Please, Father God, what is around after the impeachment? Please, God, show me what is around after the impeachment. Please tell me anything and everything that you would want for me to see. What's going around after the impeachment is about how you feel, God. Please allow me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name, I pray. Amen. 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 All right, guys, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Letting go. Restrictions, attachment. Now, the first thing I'm getting with this is the public. This is the public. Letting go of a dying system. See the weeds dying right here? All right. The forest is dying. What they thought was a flourishing ideology is no longer flourishing. They're attached right now. Right now, they're attached. But they're going to take their arms down. They're going to come completely exposed and naked and truthful. This is the public. And they will no longer support the senators that did nothing to impeach Trump. What I am getting more than anything, what I am getting is the people didn't want to speak up. The people watched the trial hoping that those that represented them did the right thing. But they didn't necessarily want to speak up. But they just wanted for the senators to do the right thing so that they could say, well, it wasn't my choice, but, the senator did it, right? And I find that interesting and maybe a little twofold, but I kind of get it. I get that you all, the people, is saying, I hired you for a reason. It doesn't necessarily mean that I would agree with you, but it does mean I have expectations of you doing the right thing, right? I don't have to do the right thing. I hired you. I said, represent me to do the right thing. Ironically, the senators didn't do the right thing because they didn't hear from the peoples. The ones that they did hear from, they felt like would have been QAnonish. And they felt like maybe their people would have been disappointed in them if they had convicted Trump. But the people that they were hearing from was less than 1%. You had a whole state to protect, senators. And so no thinking went into this. But since you didn't do the right thing, and since you didn't hear from the totality of the people, they are now very upset. The reason why they are upset is because you did not do the right legal thing. That's why they're upset. They didn't have to speak up, they feel. They didn't have to say to you, convict, like all that anger. Nobody wanted to display all that anger. They just, especially after January 6th, they just wanted you to do the right thing. And since you didn't do the right thing, I don't know who's up in 2 years. You cannot stay. Period. Breaking free from negative attachment. I'm telling you, the people, they are not happy. And they will be on the search for someone new to represent them. And by the way, when they come after some of these senators for participating in the riots, the people will be in full support of getting them out of office. See, I think it's interesting that the world has literally changed and the senators haven't. COVID has really had an impact on the world. People have changed. This January 6th event, which, by the way, from this point on, I don't know when they're going to make an announcement, but there's going to be some memorial dedicated to January 6th, like almost like 9/11, never again. this is America, or something like that, like something to that effect, where it's like, we will always remember January 6th. No one's going to forget January 6th ever again. I don't know if it's going to be a day of solitude, a day of a somber day of remembrance, maybe. But this is a day that's going to create a national remembrance to freedom, to the right to freedom. January 6th will always be an event now. Maybe they're going to do it. Maybe. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Maybe what they're going to do is make a big deal of counting the certify the election, you know, every January 6th when it's time. And prior to that, it will always be a day of somber remembrance. And then the day of, it's almost going to turn into, eventually, it's almost going to turn into a July 4th event, because you have to remember democracy wins. Not the will of a few crazy people with guns. Democracy wins. It's very important to understand that all of this matters, and that people are not allowed to make America what you want it to be without having some legal recourse. That's not what America is. So, all right. Okay, good. So people will be on the search for new representation, whether that be some people have to be taken down who participated, one, and then making better choices in the election in 2 years. All right. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? Oh, look at Black Lives Matter. You're adorable. Thank you for coming on board. Yeah, thank you. All right. Movement, choices, decisions. Hi. Hi, sweetie. Yes. Black Lives Matter forever. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Movement, choices, decisions, in part by letting go, wanting better and more for their own states. I'm really surprised to see this, guys. All right. It's going to come down to money. It's going to come down to the state and the state's money and how the people want their money spent. You're going to see that there's going to be some angst, and everybody is going to be inside their head. I think that's interesting. Everybody is totally going to be inside their head. particularly in the next 7 months, so from now through summertime, people are going to be inside their head. In fact, 7 months is September. So this isn't over. The impeachment was one thing, but you guys got to remember, how many times did I keep saying Trump will never go down? How many times? I said everyone else around him will go down, not Trump. How many times? Who heard me say that? It will not happen. All right? I get the 10 of Cups. Acting like the Republicans are a happy unit is a whole lie. They are not happy people. I'm going to put the thing down so you could actually see the cards now. They are not happy people. There's a deception in believing that Republicans are very happy. Many people might leave the Republican state of title, the title of Republican. There's going to be a big change from Republican, not necessarily Democrat, but whatever's left, it'll be shared between Democrat, Greenpeace, whatever, right? They are not happy with the judgment. Most people felt he should have been acquitted. I mean, most people felt he should have been convicted, not acquitted. They want things to get back to what they remember, but people already know they can't. They know they can't get back there. And they're trying to accept that. But they do want to work on something better. All right? There's a man that's going to lead the change. Could be an ethnic man. It doesn't have to be white. Could be ethnic, that could lead the change in something different for America. This, I believe, is a white man. So we're kind of getting two men and a woman. And a woman. So there, I do believe that there will be another party started. I do believe that. I think that there has to be another party started. I think the peoples are okay with not being Republican anymore. The ideology of the Republicans are so rigid. And in the midst of COVID, in the midst of parents dying, you kind of get free from everything that you've ever believed in, in watching how terrible this president took the Republican Party to and then dumped it when he was a Democrat. He was never a Republican until he wanted to run for presidency and then expose the Republicans as horrible, horrible people. And no one wanted that. No one expected or wanted that. There's this whole white ideology, but nobody wanted this exposure. And yet we wound up with this huge exposure. People are looking at white folks like with three eyes now, very, very suspect. And white folks are going, honestly, this isn't me. This isn't how I raise my children. The majority of white folks were just as shocked as any minority January 6th. They were stunned. And when the senators didn't acquit, now real good, wholesome white folks that have nothing to do with the rigidity of the Republican Party are gonna stand up and say, no, no. No. So with that being said, there are going to be people, I'm sorry to tell you all this, that will create a new system of ease, of conscious people, of caring people. There's a new system coming, guys. I'm going to stick to that. There's a new system coming because the way I see it, these people just want family happiness. Like, COVID has taught us too much to continue the hate that we've seen in the 60s, the war that we shouldn't have been in the 70s, you know, the money hungry people of the 80s. The fact that you all think you need houses right now during a pandemic, everything about what you ever thought cannot stay. It needs to get shattered. And if you guys don't listen, there's a mass exodus out of the country. People won't even want to be in this country. And senators, you did that. This country is not going to be where people are going to want to come and folks are going to want to leave. So get a clue. There's going to come a time when this country will be mostly minorities. For right now, they're going to try a different system. They have to. There absolutely will be another party by the next election. You both are saying the same thing. That's so funny. Look, you're so pretty. Look, you're both so pretty. You both are saying the same thing. Thank you, Misha. More love, less hate. And guess what, white folks, come on board. We don't want to hate you. We don't want you to hate us. Your children are amazing, white folks. Follow the kids. They're amazing. I mean, those that can be amazing. There are some that are a little suspect, like that little bachelor girl. Oh, so sad. By the way, I'll be doing a bachelor later. Hi, African Shea Butter. Hi. All right. Justice will be served by turning the bad that the senators showed us into good. The people turn it to good. It's going to be interesting to watch. There is not a human being that will stand by any senator that participated in one form or another, this big or this big, in the January 6th domestic terrorist attack. And by 2 years' time, there's going to be a full turnover of all the senators that are up for re-election. None of them will win. Hi, Rondell. Aww. Can they use what is the 14th Amendment? But can they use it? But tell me what the 14th Amendment is. Abso-freaking-lutely. I mean, what is the 14th Amendment? But this is their way of shutting him out. Absolutely. They will shut him out. They will shut him out one way or the other. Trump will never be president again. Because here's what's going to happen. I want you guys to understand what's happening. Since these senators did not do the right thing, whatever comes down concerning riots, concerning who to go after, who participated, the people are really upset with these senators. So at this stage of the game, they understand they actually could lose the Republican Party. They could lose their seats. Anything that comes up, the senators will do the right thing. And that includes keeping Trump out of office and running again for any office. That includes enacting some laws that will make sure we never have a tyrant of a leader ever again. They will do the right thing from this point on. But they had to not do the right thing to understand that the people expected them to do the right thing. And if you don't continuously do the right thing, you can't be in office in 2 years. Samika, I got it. We're focusing on Trump today. Look on my Instagram, and I posted it, sweetie. I got it. Today, we're focusing on Trump. The best thing about the 14th Amendment that it has to go through the Supreme Court, meaning it is out of the hands of Congress. Got it. The Supreme Court will be forced to enact the change that will make sure this man never comes into any official office. He can't even be city council member. Yeah, well, first of all, yes, Trump sees it as a vindication only because it gets more money into his hands. However, he already knows he's got some criminal cases coming for him. So this might have been a, whew, and then it's like, okay, what do we do about New York State? What do we do about Philly? What do we do about Georgia? What do we do about Washington, D.C.? That is too many states. That man is going under the wire somewhere. And we're not even bringing up his federal taxes yet. Please. This man is going to get convicted of something. Which I think if he's convicted of something, he can't run for office that way either, right? They're going to enact laws for next presidents. But either way, this man can't come back in. I don't want you guys to ever worry that Trump can come back into office. Never worry about that. God is always awake, sweetie. Be careful what you're ordering God to do. God is always awake. Let me tell you something. You know who put Trump into office? God. You all couldn't see it 4 years ago. You want to know why? To weed out racism. I'm talking about racism, guys. I don't like what's happening to the Chinese folks, especially in San Francisco. And unfortunately, from what I'm seeing on the videos, it's mostly Black folks that are attacking the Asians, physically attacking them. White folks attack the Asians in the job market. They don't let them hold high positions. That's another form of racism. But this physical attack, hi, sweetie, stop. Stop. And if you know who's doing this, turn them in. Stop. What you're doing to somebody else has been done to us. Stop it. Because I see it as mostly Black folks. Tell me I'm wrong. So God doesn't need to wake up. And be careful how you talk to God. God doesn't need to wake up. God knew what he was doing. And by the way, COVID is God. So who are you telling God to wake up to? Watch your words. God don't like that shit. Trying to see what Anne Marie is saying, but I'm not catching it all. Oh, shall engage in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or giving aid or comfort to enemies thereof. Well, then yes, if that's what the 14th Amendment says, it will get enacted, and that will be one of the main reasons why Trump cannot get into office ever again. But it will also apply to any senator that contributed to the riots. That 14th Amendment will come alive. Seriously, it will come alive. All right. Final outcome. Final outcome. Oh, advocate. Right side up. Inspires you to put compassion into action. Listen, guys, I don't care what you say, and I don't care who QAnon is. I don't care who the KK is. This is not white folks as a totality. They are really, really upset that their senators did not do their jobs. And so with that being said, people are going to begin to understand they really need to advocate for themselves, for their families, to politics. And you will hear from people saying, what the hell did you do? And from this day on, people are going to stand up for doing the right thing. And that means any laws, any 14th Amendment, any senator that was found inciting these riots and contributing to these riots, right, terrorist, domestic terrorism, regular folks, regular white folks are going to say, take them down. I'm telling you, everybody else goes down but Trump. Sad. But people are going to do the right thing. And that's the beauty of, change. Like, I'm loving this. I'm loving that even though he got, what is the word I'm looking for? He didn't get convicted. People are not going to stand up. Where the hell is it? People are, what? People are not going to sit down. They will stand up. Advocate, attorney, defender, legislator, lobbyist. See, these cards never lie. Lobbyist, environmentalist, embodies a lifelong devotion to championing the rights of others and a passion to transform social justice. I believe in America. I believe the people will turn this ugly day around. I believe in you. Spirit is telling me this is what you all are going to do. Dedicated to inspiring the empowerment of groups or causes. Ask yourself how much of your life is dedicated to social causes and a willingness to take action. Do you understand? This is a good thing. Even though he didn't get convicted, God is in the details. You trust God and what God will do instead. One person got sacrificed. Everyone else cannot stand and hide behind him. God is an amazing God. People are not gonna like this. And they're not gonna let those senators that created this insurrection, this domestic terrorism inside the House, no. So talking about social justice, doing something for somebody else, do something for somebody else. I know we're all broke. I know we all want to care about ourselves. There's nothing more amazing when you participate in change. So with that being said, help the Free Britney movement. Hashtag Free Britney. All right? Help out. The next event will be March 13th. I've got some herbs that you could specifically, I made for Free Britney movement. Specifically, these herbs are the ones that will catch anything that she wants and spit it out. And she will get what she wants. It smells good too. It smells like liquor. Britney even smells good. Very, not sweet, very liqueur. It smells like liqueur. Yeah, it smells good. Good for you, Britney. So join us March 13th. And by all means, make sure that you participate in free hashtag Free Britney. Get your herbs from me. Check out TraceyBrownlive.com. Please join me. Please like, subscribe. Please do whatever it takes. I'll be here. I will be always keeping up on all of these videos. I am your celebrity psychic, and I am your political psychic. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Bye, guys. Horoscopes coming soon. Bye, guys.